Good day, everybody. I'm JT, and this will be my second video. First one a couple weeks ago was about Friday the 13th and how that kind of kickstarted my whole love and fascination with horror. Now, pause this. Sorry, apologize, everyone. We discussed, Friday the 13th, how that got my whole everything kickstarted. And today I'm going to discuss another one that had a big effect on me. It was a couple years after Friday the 13th, but actually no, it was only maybe a year and a half or so after I saw the original Friday the 13th. But I got to see this one in the theaters, so it was a pretty good experience. A strange one, I might add, but as my parents took me to see it, and that is 1983's Sleepaway Camp. Okay, so the backstory on that for me is it actually was, I think, maybe January or February of 1984. I think it was released in, I think, November of 83, but it didn't make it to my town until early 1984. I can remember it was snow on the ground and stuff. It was like a Saturday afternoon, and I used to go through at that point in time, I would go through all the newspapers every week and see what's playing in the area, and just so happened to look that Friday, and sure enough, Sleepaway Camp was in my hometown. I was actually kind of shocked, but begged my parents about seeing it, so that Saturday afternoon they took me, and rest is history. Obviously it's a little bit different than Friday the 13th, even though it was inspired by it, but the story's definitely odd. Everything was just odd about the movie. I've seen some other people on YouTube talking about it, how it is kind of just like this strange kind of, I don't know, doesn't seem quite, it's just off. And that's very true. Don't know if that was intentional or not, but anyhow, when I saw it with my parents, it was kind of a standard slasher with some odd things going on that I don't even know if I quite understood at the time. But throughout the movie, I kind of had a crush on Angela, the main character, and because I was 12 at the time, and I think she was 13 in the movie, or whatever, so it was a close age, and in all honesty, Felissa Rose was very cute. Felissa Rose was the actress who played Angela, was very cute, and so I had a crush on her throughout the film. Well, then, I'm not going to spoil the ending for if anyone didn't see it, but most people, I'm sure, know about the ending now. That's what's become the most famous thing about it. And I was pretty shocked, and I don't even know what emotions were going through me at the time. And then again, to be there with my parents, it was pretty odd. The ride back home, luckily it wasn't a long ride, because it was, only probably 5 minutes from where we lived. The movie theater was that we saw it at. But there was just kind of awkward silence. And my parents, they were pretty cool about stuff, but they really never did say anything about it. I mean, so it was kind of odd, you know what I mean? So, honestly, I didn't know what to really think of the movie at the time. It was cool, but it was so quirky, kind of, that I wasn't sure if it fit in with, you know, the Friday the 13th and some of the other ones. I think I had seen Madman, The Burning, things like that by that point. So as far as like summer camp slasher type movies, I mean, I'd seen, you know, Halloween and all that stuff too at that point, but it was just, it was different. Some people say it's just so bad it's good. I don't know. I think it's I've heard someone even say that it's was like a, I guess like a happy accident, you know, or something, that it ended up turning out the way it did. But yeah, after you know, it came out on video and everything, I watched it, and it became one of those movies that I would just watch like quite frequently. So I had a lot of fond memories of it. And while I wasn't sure about it at first, after a couple of viewings, I was like, this is a classic now to me. So, and over the years, I've, you know, continued to watch it and tell people about it a lot, you know, which at this point, a lot of people have heard, you know, at least somewhat about it. So, yeah, just getting into, I mean, it's definitely become one of my favorite movies. You know, I would say probably in the top 25 of all time. So, you know, some of the things I have now for it, I have, you know, obviously the Blu-ray here I showed you. This is I flipped the original. They have like they made a new, you know, new artwork for it. And that's the way it came when I bought it. But I love the sneaker with the knife through it. I don't know, just always had a, you know, a kind of a fascination with that. So I still have the DVD. This was Anchor Bay DVD here. I did have the VHS. I think I had a couple VHS copies, but I had ended up sold almost all of my VHSs a few years back. I kind of regret it now, but just some other things going on at the time that I needed money for. So much for that. But I recently actually got the book about the making of it. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I kind of flipped through it, but it was written by Jeff Hayes, who's a big Sleepaway Camp fan, has been involved, I think, with the Sleepaway Camp movies.com, I think it was originally. He did this book, and it's a really nice book. I just have some other books I've been reading. Once I get, you know, through them, then I'm going to read that. So should be an enjoyable read, though, from the looks of it and from what I've heard. Other things that I did get to meet Felissa Rose a couple years ago in Gettysburg, PA, at a convention. They have a convention, Creature Feature Weekend, every year there now, but this was a different one. It was called Pop, Rock, and Horror, and it only lasted 1 or 2 years. But they had brought her in, and so I got the chance to meet her and have, you know, I have a couple pictures and stuff, and got some other pictures autographed and things. And she was definitely one, you know, everyone will say this that's met her. She's one of the sweetest, best celebrities you could probably ever meet, because she treats everyone like a friend or whatever. I mean, she came up to me and just gave me this big hug, and actually kind of caught me by surprise, because you don't expect that really from a celebrity or anyone like that. And she even joked about it. Oh, you must not like my coffee breath, or I think that's what it was, because it was early in the morning. And I was like, no, I didn't mind it at all. I was just surprised. I mean, actually, I definitely didn't mind it. So, anyhow, but yeah, she was amazing to meet. Hopefully I'll get a chance again one of these days to meet her again. But hopefully I'll be able to edit this video right now. I'll stick that picture in of me, you know, with her. So other than that, it's just this movie's a classic. Another one of them that's always, always been a big part of my life. Um, Now there's been sequels. I used to own part 2 and 3 on VHS, but again, I got rid of all that. I haven't. It's really hard to get them on Blu-ray and stuff now. So, and while I like them, they definitely aren't the first one to me. But they're kind of fun in their own way. They're obviously a little different, but more like comedy, I guess, intentional comedy. I know there's some comedy in the original, but I don't think that was necessarily intentional. But either way, it's still fun. So other than that, I think that's all. Try not to keep this video too long. Hopefully, again, you like this video. I guess I'm going to keep trying to do them here every so often when I get some free time. And just, again, pick out movies that, at least for now, movies that kind of like were important to me through my whole journey of movie watching and especially horror. Again, there are some non-horror movies that are really special to me, so I'll probably be talking about them as well. Other than that, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and share it if you could. If you have any comments, good or bad, don't be afraid to tell me. I want to try and get better at this. Again, it's only my second one, and I, not the most in front of a camera type person, I guess, but trying to change things up a little bit. So hopefully you like it, and like, share, comment, whatever, and hopefully I'll get to talk to you some more here on a few more. So again, everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.